Spice Fam, today I will be showing you how to use yams that you have and probably you're not sure what to do with it. Today we are going to be making some yam balls, a recipe that I found. I cannot remember exactly where, but I did put my own twist on it. So I hope you'd enjoy this video today. Don't forget to comment below, let me know if you would have tried it before, and if you did, what exactly did you do differently. Now let's get into this video. Hi Spice Fam, so to start off with our yam balls, here I have my yams and I did use a small yam, roughly about a pound to a pound and a half thereabout, and I peeled it and everything like that. And next what we are going to do is to cook it. Alright, so let's go. So once I've added everything to the pot, I'm just going to go ahead and cover it and allow it to cook. And while that is happening, we'll move on to the other ingredients. So the seasonings we are using today are some pimento peppers. I have here some green onion or chives. And I have here some fresh, I think it's fresh thyme, but it's a small one. And some garlic. I have here red pepper. I have here some purple onion. I'm not sure why they call it red. It's not red, it's purple. Some regular onion. We will be needing 2 eggs. And I have a little bit of homemade breadcrumbs here, as well as some pepper flakes for heat. And I will be adding in some dried basil. So we are going to go ahead and cut up the seasonings and we will take it from there. This is what the seasonings look like right now, and what we are going to do is to saute it before we add it to the yams. Let's go. So what I did, I added everything in here except the fresh thyme. We will add it once we start the process of actually mixing together the yam balls. So what we are going to do is to mix this all together really well, and we want to ensure that everything is nice and translucent. And once that is done, I will come back to show you the next step. Here's what our seasonings are looking like so far, and guys, it has the kitchen smelling so fragrant and flavorful. So that's good. I will turn off the heat and let's move on. Our yams all cooked. I like to cook it until it's really soft, and I went ahead and drained it out. So what I'm going to do is to place it into a big bowl, and then we are going to move on. Next, you want to go ahead while it's hot and simply crush it just like that. Go ahead and start adding in your seasonings. And I'm just starting off with those that I just sauteed. I'm just adding in the fresh thyme that I had on hand. Next, I'm adding a little bit of the dried basil. Red pepper flakes, you can add it to your taste in terms of the heat. And we're just going to add in just a little bit of margarine, not too much. And what we are going to do is to go ahead and mix that thoroughly. Now I have to also add in some eggs. The eggs basically takes care of molding, I should say, everything together. Now I've mixed this all up together, the next thing is to ensure that you taste it to make sure that it does have enough seasoning and salt. What I am going to do is just taste it. So I'm just going to take a small piece and just taste it. And that will tell you if you need to add in a little bit more salt or so. And I do need to add a little bit more salt. Fresh seasoning makes such a great difference in your foods. So I'm just adding in a little bit of salt here. Not too much, just enough to make sure that the flavors are coming together really, really well. Just like that. Alright, so I'm just going to allow it to cool slightly before I add in my egg. And what I did, I just separated the white from the yolk. So we will be using the yolk today. Alright, to add into the balls. So I'm just going to allow it to cool slightly before I do that. We don't want the yolk cooking on us. So once it's done, I'll come back to show you the next step. Now that the mixture has cooled down slightly, we can go ahead and add in the egg yolk. And we want to mix that in really well, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and use my cookie scoop and just scoop it out just like that to get a more round shape. Just like this, and I'm just going to rest it on this plate right here, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do after. Alright, so let me continue, and once I'm done, I'll come back to show you the next step. Here are some of the balls, and what I'm going to do is to take one and just do it like that. Just roll it into my hand, just like that. Now, if you do have those nice, how you call them, those gloves that you, kitchen gloves or cooking gloves, I should say, you can use to help roll them properly, then you can go right ahead and do that. But this is a small cookie scoop or ice cream scoop. You can use a bigger one if you choose to. I just use what I have on hand. So I'm just rolling it just like that, gently. Oops. You want to be as gently as you can. Just like that. And once I'm done, I'm going to come back to show you the next step. Here are some of the yam balls, and what we are going to do, this is the egg white from the 2 egg yolk that we used. I am just going to go ahead, take one of those, place them, let me just show you what I'm doing, place them into the egg white just like that, roll it up like this, and then I'm going to take my, so that will give it a nice crust. So I'm going to take my breadcrumb and just roll it or put it all over it like that, just like this, yeah? And there you go, you got a nice welcome right here. I'm just going to rest it right on another plate. Just show you this. That's what it looks like right here. So I will continue this, and then I will come back when it's ready to do the frying process. I added some oil to my frying pan, and I'm going to allow it to heat up before we add in our yam balls. Oil is hot when you either add some stuff in there and you realize that it starts frying or popping up. Also, another indication is when it starts to bubble like this. So now we're going to go ahead and add in our balls, and we don't want to fill up the pan so much that you don't want to be very careful. You don't want to burn your hands either. So we're going to allow it to fry on one side, and then we're going to flip it. This is what our yam balls are looking like. It's nice, it's golden brown, and you can see the breadcrumbs that is on the balls. You want to make sure that you do that step, you don't want to skip it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to comment, let us know what you think
Also, you can have any kind of condiment side with this lovely yam balls as you choose. Until the next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.